directly, and I wouldn't say indirectly, directly, SEC is responsible of making people lose money. Directly, the EU Council, the EU government or the Parliament is responsible for people losing money. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. My name is Sham. This is 0x5. The truth is always out there. Lots of crazy news going on. I was going to do a live stream later on. Actually, I was going to do a live stream earlier on, but then I was on a call with a brother and I thought, you know what? Sod it, I'm going to do it later on. What's the problem, right? Yesterday we did a live stream, and for whatever reason that live stream just got stuck on processing after the stream ended. So there are some people who have managed to watch it. A lot of people couldn't. It just got stuck on processing. If it is there stuck for too long, I'm just going to delete it. I don't give a shit, right? Excuse my language, but that's what's going to be. So, but also today is a very important day because we're seeing a lot of crazy information in the market. And I kind of briefly picked up on this as well on a previous video as well. I said, look, guys, there's a lot of drama going on with KuCoin. There's a lot of drama going on with the EU anti-money laundering laws and this and that. A lot of drama. Basically, the institutions or the regulations or whatever you want to call it, right? They are trying to push BTC down, right, as much as possible. There's a lot of fear in the market, a lot of greed in the market, and they're trying to take it down. They are being pushed, right? Like, okay, get out there and give as much rubbish news as you can so the market would react and dump, because we've got plenty of sheeps in the market that would react. So I'm seeing that, but at the same time, I'm also seeing massive purchases. So I'm seeing shrimp selling out and whales buying. Sorry, hold on, what's going on here? Why aren't whales dumping? Don't see that. What I do see also, the bloodbath is happening from liquidations, right? A lot of people just exiting, panicking, right? And what's going on is there's a lot of news, right? So for example, Coinbase has the Coinbase versus SEC case. Some drama has happened about that. So now in the US there's some crazy laws, right? So the judge has to accept all the allegations as a fact and then battle it out later on. So that's going to happen. Funny thing is I shared a video of Coinbase's founder, the CEO, Brian Armstrong, on my Discord group the other day, right? And I said, watch this. It's really good video, right? And he was doing something with the Hoover Institute, so you can search it on YouTube freely. I don't have to share it to anyone, but or probably put a link below if you want. I don't know if I remember, but so he was kind of talking about this particular case, so it's more related to the case, right? And clearly there's a situation, and he mentioned as well, he said he would love to see it go to Supreme Court. So they're willing to fight this all the way through. And I'll talk about some of the impacts. Also, the EU, they've been talking about the anti-money laundering situation and how they want to be able to track everybody in crypto. I mean, just in case they were living under a rock, cryptocurrency is designed to be tracked. It's by default, it's part of the protocol, it's built into the blockchain, right? So anyway, you get Stone Age people coming in and making laws, draconian laws, and giving these keywords, right? Or we want to be able to trace it, we want to be able to track it. We've already been able to do that. It's part of the program from day one. So again, a lot of people who are brainwashed, right? The shrimps out there brainwashed, they're probably going to overreact to this. Again, they're trying to impact the market through that. So they're using masses, they're using the forces, the power of the people to destroy the valuation of the prices, or try and bring the price down, because clearly they have people on the top who are pulling strings, and they need to get more crypto. They need to take control of the narrative. So that's what's happening. I'm not going to go too deep into this. I'm not here for a conspiracy. So that's what's happening right now, I believe, right? Anyway, that's my partial belief, like impartial belief, or whatever you call it. That's my belief, right? So that's going on, obviously. KuCoin apparently was involved in some AML nonsense, because obviously that's the new narrative now, AML. And they're also adding anti-terrorism funding, coincidentally, right? You know, this whole thing happens in the EU Council around the similar time when we see there was an incident in Russia, right? So there are some crazy stuff going on, guys, crazy stuff going on, right? I'm not going to get involved in this. I don't like politics. I don't like to talk about war. I don't give my opinions on any of them. I believe that if people have issues, they should go into a boxing ring and box it out, right? I'll happily watch it, right? And then whoever wins, I'll happily say they won, full stop, right? But getting countries involved, getting people involved, no, don't agree with that. Never have, never will. So that's that. Now with Coinbase, it's a little bit more in detail, and I do like that, right? There is some details there. So from what I'm seeing and what the case is showing as well, it's like what they're trying to do is trying to reduce how many coins exchanges can list on them. Ultimately could be a good thing, but also a very bad thing. Let's explain this. There could be some really super cryptocurrency projects out there who are really trying to do something on this planet. They might not be accepted. However, projects that have massive institutional backings could be the only ones that are accepted. So you see what I mean? So there could be that. So I want to see how this whole thing plays out, because ultimately I want to see if it's going to be done fairly. Because yeah, fine, you want to reduce the number of coins, we all do. There's too many shit coins out there. We don't need all of those shit coins, right? And they have kind of mentioned a whole bunch of ICO nonsense and this and that, which is fine. Yes, there are a lot of projects out there making a lot of promises, but not delivering, right? Hence, I will call them a scam project, right? Or a shit coin. So that's happening. But usually what you'll find is most of these projects that do the ICOs and whatnot, the big ICO project, they are institutionally backed. They are massively institutionally backed. So let's see. I mean, I want to see where this all leads, because if it's all the decentralized protocols, then we have a problem, right? Then we have a problem. Then we're going to have two types of communities now in crypto. All the institutions and everybody, they're going to be playing around with all the centralized stuff, and we'll probably end up being all the decentralized stuff. So back to square one, basically, back to the day one of BTC. Let's be decentralized, right? So they don't realize this, but unknowingly, or probably even knowingly, they are pushing more and more people to become truly decentralized. They don't realize the consequences or the ramifications of what they're doing. Their acts, every act that they do right now has a reaction, right? They don't realize that. So whatever they're doing is going to end up making more and more people believe in decentralization over centralization. They don't realize that. Millions and millions of people, they shouldn't have done this right now. There's plenty of stuff they could have done way back in the days, but doing it now, when you have millions and millions of people, hundreds of millions, let me just say hundreds of millions globally using crypto, right? After they are fed up with all the institution, all the banking and all the nonsense that they have with their countries, right? All the regulations, they shouldn't have done this. Now they're doing this. Coinbase case will have a massive impact, regardless what the outcome is, right? We'll have either two different communities, or we'll have one community, one or the other, but it doesn't help. This just proves how bad centralization is and how bad the regulations are, because the regulation is not trying to protect anybody, right? It doesn't protect anybody. It can say what it wants. We don't see that. More people are going to lose money by, like today, for example, the news comes out, the market bleeds out. More people lost money because of that news. So directly, and I wouldn't say indirectly, directly, SEC is responsible of making people lose money. Directly, the EU Council, the EU government or the parliament is responsible for people losing money. Directly, companies like KuCoin, centralized exchanges like KuCoin, even Coinbase involved as well, centralized exchange, they are directly involved in making people lose money. Where are our governments? Where are our regulators who are going to protect us? Because they are now involved in creating this situation where people are losing money. But who's going to hold them accountable? That's what I'm saying, right? So ultimately, they are creating a situation which will push us, right? The decentralized guys who are already kind of decentralized. Now they're literally crossing us over the barrier and they're saying, right, that's it, you stay there. And they're doing it by force. Of course, they're going to do many things to prevent us from coming back in. So it's going to be like, oh, you're in crypto, you're decentralized. Well, we're going to block every path for you to come back, right? Come back to the centralized, or come back into fiat, which is fine, right? I believe where there's a will, there's a way, right? And someone's going to figure something out. So I'm hopeful. Now, if that means me being hopeful is stupid and I'm going to end up losing all my money, I'm ready for it. Bring it on. Right, ready for it, bring it on. Because what's the point of having a system that doesn't help you? What's the point being in a system that doesn't think about you, right? People, for example, SEC. You've got the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, right? Gary Gensler, you got videos like, you know, probably hundreds, I could even say hundreds, teaching about cryptocurrency and blockchain in the MIT Institute, right? Teaching about all of that blockchain and how they work. Clearly has a high level of understanding of what a commodity is, what an asset is, what different types of cryptocurrencies are, what DeFi is, and understands all of them. Goes into SEC for political reasons or whatever political ambitions he has. Now all of a sudden he changes his attitude and he's a completely different person. I'm against it. Someone who understands it and someone who talks about it with a lot of passion in these videos, who's now done a complete 180 and is completely different. No, something's not right. So clearly he's got his own personal ambitions. So are we going to be relying on regulators, right, or governments or institutions who have their own ambition, right? Are we going to be relying on them to help us, protect us? And, you know, I don't know, are we going to rely on them? That's the key, right? Because I'm questioning everything right now. So I don't see, I don't understand. Because I don't think there's anybody on the planet, maybe one out of 8 billion people, who doesn't like regulations or who has a problem with regulations. Most people living in their country, they abide by their rules. Unless you're a criminal, that's a different story. Hence why you're called a criminal, right? Criminals will always be criminals, right? But that's not the entire society. Now what they're doing is kind of pushing everybody to become a criminal. Do you know what I mean? By making things not legal and all of that. I don't want to go deep into it, but that's what's happening right now. So yeah, pretty crazy. Also, earlier on, someone forwarded something about SingularityNet, Ajax, Fetch AI, and Ocean Protocol, how they are planning to combine into one and create a brand new cryptocurrency. And they're doing this AI narrative. They want to build a decentralized AI protocol, which I think is brilliant, I mean, of course, when you look at what each of these protocols are, what they already do, combining together, that's a new thing. We've never seen cryptocurrency do this kind of mergers before. That's a very unique narrative, and I do like that. Apparently they're going to have like a $7 billion market cap because they're combining all three together, which is going to be great. If that does happen, personally, we should see a surge in the current token valuation for all three of those protocols. It could be just a marketing stunt, I don't know. So we're going to have to see a lot of data, obviously. And if we are holding, by the way, I am holding two of them. I am holding Ocean and I am holding Fetch. So I don't hold Singularity Network. Maybe it's time I go back into it, right? But the narrative is that the news come out. If it is true, then we should see a significant pump in all three of those coins, because if they do merge, then of course where those three coins will be rendered useless at some stage, and in return we will probably be getting the new token if we hold, depending on what we hold, you know what I mean? So that's something I am looking forward to. So I think they're kind of doing a airdrop without doing an airdrop, because airdrops are now another taboo that they're trying to block as well. Because, you know, listen, the regulators and this, that, they don't like how we can just create a token, do a bunch of airdrops, and then all of a sudden value comes into it because people are happy to, you know, trade, buy, sell, do whatever, even if they've received it for free, and there's a whole new market cap. They don't like that, because that market cap also, as much as we don't like it, adds to our total valuation of the crypto market cap, right? The total market cap adds to it, right? And they don't want to see crypto total market cap going to $10 trillion, right? They don't want to see that, believe me. They want to keep it as low as possible, right? So that's a narrative I'm seeing. So that's something I'm quite interested, and it's a tweet. I haven't checked the sources yet. I will definitely go and look around a little bit. But there are some good, clear points the person who tweeted it made. Just say top 10 companies in the planet, they're all heavily interested, and they are investing in many projects like this, right? So this could be something that does help. Do you know what I mean? But we know Google is heavily involved in AI and data already. So like Fetch AI and this and that, you know, Google Cloud. You got to understand how they work. So, you know, again, another massive institutionally backed project or projects merging together, right? Trying to make something decentralized, right? Remember, institutionally backed projects, right? Creating something decentralized. It's all about the narrative. It's all about the narrative. So just keep an eye for it, eye out for it. I think it'll be worth it, you know, at least for a pump with a stop loss. Why not, right? That should be quite interesting. If it's true. So please do your own research, because I haven't done it yet. I haven't actually sat down in front of a computer or anything all day today. Believe it or not, 10 minutes before making this video, got off that phone and I'm here right now, right? Talking about right now, I believe today is the 27th of March, 2024, and the time now is 4:42 p.m. I am on the M1 motorway, heading towards the north of the country. Unfortunately, there is a lot of traffic. I'm on a freaking motorway and I'm doing 35 miles an hour. That's how great this traffic is, right? But it's okay, I don't mind. That gives me more time to talk to you guys, which I don't want to do because I don't want to make these videos any longer. Also, if anyone's watched this video right to now, right, I want to explain something to you guys. Please understand this, right? So you might notice we do long form live streams. We do some live streams which are very, very long indeed, right? And I want you all to be aware of this. If there is anything to do, especially a live stream, I will always give you the market data or any market stuff that I need to talk about in the beginning of the video. So those of you who come for the crypto, you'll get your crypto within the first 5-10 minutes, right? Usually within the first 5 minutes, you'll get your crypto and then you can go away. That's not a problem, right? But what I don't appreciate is when people contact me later on and say, oh, no, your channel's for crypto, so why are we talking about other stuff for and this and that? We're all experts here. You know, I'm like, okay, fine. How many YouTube videos have you done? Have you even bothered to sit in front of a camera and do something? No. So if you haven't bothered to do something like that, then how can you sit down and judge me, right? How do you know what my channel is? I have never said my channel is an entirely crypto channel. It's a community channel. So when I'm on a live stream, I'm happy to talk to community. Of course, there may be some subjects that I don't want to talk about, or there might be some I don't know anything about, right? So ultimately that could happen, but I'm open to any kind of a conversation. I'm here for the community. And if I don't interact with my live community, what's the point doing a live? I might as well do pre-recorded ones, right? Like this one, this is a pre-recorded one, right? And I would have done a live, by the way, but because I'm driving, the network may not be stable. That's the only reason. But you know what I mean? What's the point doing a live if I can't interact with my live stream viewers, you know? So yeah, I just want to say, those of you guys who don't come to the live, but do want to watch my videos, but don't want to watch a 2-hour video, the information is there. The information is there. You don't have to watch it to the end, right? So I'm doing my part for everybody. I can't make videos short or long for other people, and live stream is a live stream. You know, how many people do you know that does a live stream for like 10 minutes? They don't. So please do appreciate this, right? And don't judge, right? Because I know people just become all judgmental. Don't do that. It's not nice. It's not nice. So if you have watched the video to the end, apologies if I've offended you, but listen, I'm just speaking on mine. But I am trying to cater for everybody, right? Whether the conspiracy theories, whether we're talking about, I don't know, supernatural stuff, whether we're talking about aliens, you know, whether we're talking about crypto, it doesn't matter. But ultimately, the crypto part will be there always at the beginning, sometimes in between as well. In this particular one, I didn't talk too much about the crypto data, market data, because it wasn't about market data. But however, if you watched it till now, I'm going to drop that right now. Market right now sitting at $2.52 trillion. BTC sitting at $69,162. It is struggling a little bit. There is a level that we need to get up. I think I mentioned it on yesterday's video and the day before yesterday's video as well, and probably one before that as well. So that's a level we have to get above in order to be super bullish, right? Until then, we're not bullish. We're still inside a price range. We don't like price ranges. Ethereum hovering around the $3,500 level. Let's see what it does, right? Solana got affected a little bit today. It's currently sitting at 182. It did go all the way up to 191 or $92, $191, $92, and it dipped. Now it's $182. Let's see what it does. But talking of which, Sui, we talked about Sui yesterday. Sui has been doing fantastic. So I did mention Sui to a few people. Today, Sui's been up 13%. Doing okay. I'm not complaining, right? But others have bled a little bit. But this is also giving me some indication that the market's still on, right? Money's just reshuffling. And there is a lot of liquidations. There's a lot of idiots out there who are trying to long the market. And as I said earlier on, the news isn't helping. And I'm sure there's a global conspiracy from whoever, I won't say who, there's no specific one person, there's a global conspiracy going on right now to try and dump the market, right? There's a massive attempt going on because you see how the media is exploding. And remember, most media companies are owned by, I think, 3 companies in the world or something stupid like that, right? If that, right? So there is some narrative going on right now, and they're pumping out BS non-stop, right? In trying to take down the market. Let's see, but I personally think we are fine. Obviously, we need to hold certain levels. I personally still think we're fine. Next 25 days, or 24 days now, actually. It's about 24 days until halvening. It's going to be very, very interesting. 24 days until halvening is going to be very interesting. So let's see, because I know after that, traditionally, we have pumped. So maybe that is coming. But I'm still playing very cautiously. Especially with stop loss, trailing stops as well, because I just don't know. This season, I just don't feel don't feel that confident about how the patterns play out, because most of the patterns that we usually have been broken. So that's the problem I have. So just be cautious. That's it. It doesn't cost you anything, right? And there's no harm, by the way, guys. If the market dips, right, then you stopped out. Fine, buy it cheaper and carry on again, right? But at least you're protecting yourself. And if the market pumps, then your stop is still there. It doesn't make it any difference. You can go and cancel it and now move it back up again. Save your money. That's the most important thing. So maybe later on today, if I have the energy, I'll probably do a live stream later on tonight. Actually, tonight I'll probably do a live stream. And if the other video comes live, then I'll see if that publishes. If it doesn't, I'll delete it. But I'll do another live stream as well. Probably to do something with the software or the configuration. I'll check it and see what I can do. But yeah, if you do like this video, smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and let me catch you guys on another one very soon. Yeah, as I said, maybe I'll do another one tonight. So other than that, have a good day. It's been a fantastic day today. Yeah, let me catch you on another one. Adios.